High school football. We've got a great matchup tonight. We have the Arizona College Prep versus Desert Mountain. It's a nice night, not too hot. Fans showed up. I'm joined with my partner, Abigail.
Hey, it's Abigail Hardy. We're out here tonight at ACP Stadium, home of the Knights, here to kick off their home season game. We have a rowdy crew here tonight. It is youth night, so we have all the little kids out on the track. We're ready for some football.
Oh yeah, I'm pumped for this. This is gonna be a great game. Both teams had a pretty good last season, and both started the season 1-0. Arizona College Prep, they handled business in their first game. They won 35-6. Desert Mountain was in a closer one against Saguaro, 24-21. Should be an interesting night. We'll see what happens, and we'll take you down to kickoff. We've got the kicker just getting ready, and off we go. Decent kickoff, a little low. Was almost muffed, but great recovery by the returner, number 15 there. He tries to make a spin and is just wrapped up by the defense right there. That's going to be Christian McComber.
Good fix after that little stumble.
Yeah, that was a great recovery. It could have been worse. I mean, definitely didn't help them return it, but I mean, at least he recovered it. Didn't end up anything worse than it could have been there. And we'll see how they approach this first drive. We'll see if they come out throwing or if we're going to see some running game. I know they have some wide receivers and running backs that they trust pretty well. So here we go. Quarterback in the shotgun, running back to his left. He's going to give it to him, and the defense gets there pretty quick. Oh, and he gets out. He makes a move, going, and he gets about 20 yards on that run. Oh, and there's a flag that comes in at the end. We'll see if this is holding.
Yeah, he was just able to kind of sneak out along the backside and then get pushed out on that left side of the flag.
Here we go. Just a great start to the game. Now they'll just look to, it looks like they're going to go for a pass here most likely. Quarterback's all alone in shotgun. We've got 3 wide receiver bunch to the left. One goes in motion. They actually transfer the running back over to the quarterback. Little hard count there. And there's flags that fly right away. They haven't whistled the play dead. We're wondering if this is going to be a encroachment of some sort.
Yeah, that flag was thrown real quick.
False start against the Knights, so that's going to take them back just a little bit. It's going to be looking at first down and 15. We'll see how they respond with this. Maybe we'll see our first throw of the night.
Yeah, number 15, Christian Comber, is a junior, and he's been played. I know game just started, but he's pretty busy this.
Run up the middle, and he doesn't get very far, maybe a yard or two. Just lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage there. Slow start, but that 20-yard run at the start got things moving. Arizona Christian looking to move the ball down the field here. 2nd and 13 is not ideal, but we'll see how they recover from it. Hopefully, probably just looking to get a few yards, shorten it up on 3rd down here. Quarterback's in the shotgun, running back to his right. Fakes the handoff, throws it up the middle to number 9, who catches it, and he actually gets up to near the first down. That's going to be Davian Whitener.
Do you see that one-handed catch you just had?
Oh, that was absolutely electric. You love to see something you love to see catches like that. Great play by the wide receiver, tight end to make the catch and contested it in a contested area and convert a first down.
Yeah, way to hold on to it too, and exactly. Get that first down is really what they needed here right now.
No, absolutely. We'll see how if they go back to the air or if they'll stick it to the ground. Evan Heinrich, pretty good quarterback, had a pretty decent game last game. I think 3 touchdowns, and he is going to throw. Oh, and it gets tipped, and it falls safe.
Kind of stumbled there a little bit, couldn't get any eyes on the play. Thankfully, he wasn't sacked down, but couldn't complete the pass.
Yeah, unfortunate to see there, but second down, we move. See if they go back to the air. I'm gonna guess that they maybe hand the ball off here, shorten up the second down, make it a nice and manageable third down.
Yeah, ACP has been able to stop them.
Once again, we see the quarterback in the shotgun. We got a wide receiver number 1 in motion, and he actually loops back around, and the defense gets, it's actually going to be a screen pass that they end up losing about 5 yards on. Not great. That's going to be a tough third down situation there.
Definitely pushed back a couple yards. Was it able to get away from that sack, but
yeah, exactly.
Not what they wanted.
No, absolutely. I saw what they were going for there, but unfortunately the defense also saw that. So they penetrated pretty quickly there and didn't really give them enough time to set up, swarm the running back. Now we'll see what they do here. 3rd and 15. We can expect a throw here, but it looks like we might have a timeout. Yep, timeout.
Timeout Wolves.
Timeout Wolves.
Their first timeout of the half.
So far, it's been a little slow. A lot of penalties, a lot of plays for losses, but we've also seen some pretty good plays. That first run at the start of the game and that catch up the middle is pretty nice.
Yeah, ACP was able to stop them a couple times. That pass play by Desert Ridge was able to get through a little bit. Yet we're at 3rd down and 15. They're going to have to make up some yards if they want to get that first down. Keep that ball going.
For sure. It should be an interesting night. I mean, both these teams, one of Arizona College Prep's moving up from 4A, so should be a nice little jump into 5A. And then after they made the championship last year in 4A and lost in the final round to Micah Mountain. Both these quarterbacks that we'll see tonight, they had very strong home openers, or openers, not home openers. Let me correct myself. It's actually the home opener tonight for Arizona College Prep. And there we go. Another flag on the play. I'm gonna guess we're gonna see a false start here. And it looks like it. Yep, it's gonna be a false start. That's just gonna not be good for the program. Move them back another 5. 3rd and 20. Yeah, I mean, Arizona College Prep came out firing first week. Evan Heinrich threw for nearly 200 yards. He had 2 scores. And here we go. We're back. Quarterback moves up in the pocket, finds his man at the 40. Great play. 3rd and 20 conversion. You love to see that.
That is exactly what they needed to keep this ball going. You hear the bells ringing out here.
Oh, yeah, the bells are going. Kind of reminds me of what ASU's been doing this week. They've got a big game coming up against, can't quite remember, but they've been practicing with cowbells, and the cowbells are out tonight. And once again, we see the quarterback in the shotgun. That seems to be where they like him. We got a running back to the left. They're going to go for another throw. It's been working. That might have been, yep, that's going to be pass interference or a holding right there on number 6 of the defense. Looking for number 88, Austin Spenlove. We'll see, we're waiting for the call. It is against. It's going to be a hold. That's
holding
a
on the Wolves.
15-yard penalty, automatic first down. And once again, Arizona College Preps, the ACP, their drive continues.
I can imagine this is exactly what they wanted after being pushed back and back for their third down.
Oh, absolutely. And after their play last week, I mean, they're looking to keep it going. Out of the shotgun, looking to throw. The rush gets through, but he finds his man, maybe gains a yard on that play right around the line of scrimmage. Looking at probably about a 2nd and 9, maybe 2nd and 10 still.
Yeah, it looked like it was picked up by Trace Day.
2nd down and 10. We'll see what they go to here. Maybe the ground game. I feel like we haven't seen a run in a little bit here.
Yeah, let's see what they can pull out this round.
See what they cook up. Out of the shotgun once again, running back to his right. He's gonna hand it off. He bounces outside and he gets stopped, picks up probably about 2-3 yards on the play. Looking at like a 3rd and 7. And I mean, so far tonight, ACP seems to have no problem with these long 3rd downs. So we'll see what they cook up this time.
Yeah, number 15, Christian Comber is just on it with passing it and running, trying to run it and dodge all these people.
Yeah, I mean, he's moving well in the backfield. It looks like they might be moving him to receiver here. We'll see if he goes in motion. They got just the quarterback solo in the shotgun formation. Oh, here we go. Here comes the motion. Their man moves up behind them. They've bunched 3 wide receivers on the left. And, yep, they're going to fake a handoff, a little play action. And it gets blown up, but 14 rolls. That's a great play right there by number 14.
Trace Day.
Dalton Speaks.
Dalton Speaks with the reception for the night.
I don't know if that was quite enough to pick up the first down, so it'll be interesting to see what they decide to do here. It looks like they might be bringing out a kicking team. I'm not sure if it's their punting or kicking team. It's a kind of far field goal. It would be like about 35 to 40 yards, somewhere in that number. But we're going to have a timeout by the Wolves. By the Wolves.
Yeah, that catch by Trace Day, he had to stumble and had to turn around quickly to get his feet moving again, but he was able to get some yardage. Wasn't enough to get that first down, but we're going to have that kicking team come on up here. The first time we've seen them in the game with 6 minutes and 47 seconds to go, and then see if they can get some numbers on the scoreboard today.
No, absolutely. For Arizona College Prep, it's a little bit of a wonder season, new head coach. We'll see. They had a good opening day win. They blew out their opponent in that game, and we'll see what he cooks up for tonight. So far, so good. They moved the ball okay. Unfortunately, got stopped, but it looks like they're probably going to go for a field goal here. See if they can make it. Oh, actually, they might be going for it. It's 4th and 1. I don't blame them. It looks like we might have like a tush-push type scenario here. Quarterback sneak. Oh, and he definitely got that. Easy. First down. That was number 7, Evan Heinrich.
Number 7 with the Heinrich maneuver. Evan Heinrich with the keeper. Yard is good enough for a nice first down.
I mean, we knew we'd see a lot of Evan Heinrich tonight. He's a senior, a lot of experience, exactly what this team needs. And once again, out of the shotgun formation, running back to his left. Let's see what they run here. I'm going to guess a run. Oh, and it's actually a quarterback take. He gets about 5 yards on that play. Not a bad play there. Move the ball. 2nd and 5, roughly.
Evan Heinrich with the keeper.
Yeah, to keep that ball going, ball alive. Hope we get some points up on this board.
At the 11-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, we talked to the coach ahead of the game, and Arizona College Prep's coach seemed very pleased with Max Sasso, their running back, so we'll see if they rely on him a little more towards the end of this drive. It seems like a lot of it's been on Heinrich early, and he's made his plays, but we'll see. The coach was looking for 200 yards out of his running back. Oh, and immediately blown up on that passing play. Incomplete, 3rd and 5.
Looked like he was trying to throw to number 14, Dalton Speaks, just wasn't able to get him close enough.
Yeah, just got a little pressured there. Had to get the ball out quick and didn't find his man, but not bad. Don't take the sack there. You love to see that. Now 3rd and 5. A lot of plays that you could run here. You can really run the ball if you want. You can pass the ball. Should be interesting to see what approach they take here. Seems like Heinrich's got a little bit of a running game as well, so we'll see if he opens it up tonight. They put their running back in motion on the outside. Oh, and it's a screen, and it's not enough for the first down, but it puts them pretty close. We'll see if they go for the kick here or if they're going to try to go for it once again.
Yeah, that catch was by number 88, Austin Spendlove. Got them a couple yards.
Yeah, he's a big boy out there. He apparently runs like a 4.5 40, and he's a dog. He's 6'3".
Yeah,
Big
his coach
target.
was very pleased with his numbers he put on the board last week.
And here we go. 4th and 2. Offense is still out there. Looks like once again we're in a running position. Quarterback up in the gun or in the pistol. Oh, and they got a jump. I don't know if any flags came out though. Oh, there comes a flag. We'll see who, and they're gonna call it on the offense. That is just not what you like to see as Arizona College Prep. I mean, that's why you don't get too cocky if you think there's a call. I mean, you gotta wait till you see a flag fly. The fans are not happy.
Yeah, we do not have some happy fans around here.
And that's gonna push them out of going for it range. We'll see if they bring out the kicking unit, and it is. It's gonna be a field goal. They're looking, it's a 15, so it's probably about a 25-yard field goal. Number 86, Reed Martinelli. We'll see what he's got in him. Oh, and it's blocked. The ball is live. It's picked up by the defense, and that's okay, as long as it wasn't a return. Not a great start, though, for the offensive line there for the kicking unit, letting 3 guys get right through.
Yeah, not what ACP wanted to see. They wanted to hope and get some points on this board, but
We'll see how they recover.
yeah, we'll see how they do on the defense.
Yeah, exactly. Now we've got our first look tonight for the Wolves. We'll see how they do. Lined out of the shotgun. It looks like they're going to throw. They find their man, number 22. Might be. Yeah, Ryan Craddy, who the coach had big praise for early in the game when we talked to him.
Yeah, and they have Grant Grundo in as their quarterback today. He had a great game last week.
Yeah, Garduno, great game. He threw for 3 touchdowns, 250 yards. Ryan Craddy added another 60 yards, and number 4, Mazan led all receivers. And once again, we see him out of the shotgun. A lot of that tonight. Finds his man again, Craddy. Picks up the first down. Great play there. Oh, and a flag flies in at the end. We'll see what this is for. It looks like it could be on the Wolves, so we'll wait for the call and let you know.
Yeah, their quarterback, Grant Garduno is a junior here. Already putting up really big scores for them, and see what he can do on the field tonight.
Yep, and that call is going to be unsportsmanlike conduct on the Wolves. not what you like to see on a drive there, on a play that picks up first down. Now we're looking at, I believe, the game clock, game sign says 1st and 10. That's definitely not correct. It's probably more like a 3rd and 15. Maybe it's 2nd. 1st and 10, I guess. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. 1st and 10 at the 17. We'll see what they cook up. Maybe probably going back to Craddy here. And they are. They give it to him. He finds a hole in the middle. Picks up 3 or 4 yards on the play. Not bad. Shorten the chains.
And off goes to Ryan Craddy of the Wolves.
Yeah, Ryan Craddy is definitely going to be a name we're going to be hearing a lot tonight in his running game. Couldn't get through the pocket today, but we'll see what he comes up with next.
Yeah, we'll see. He seems to be their #1 option tonight, so we'll see if it stays that way. Quarterback all by himself, puts the man in motion. Craddy is going to join him. He's going to drop back, find his man on a little screen, and he gets through. Craddy makes some big plays at the 50. He's breaking tackles, makes it all the way to the 42-yard line of the Knights. Not ideal for Arizona College Prep. Ryan Craddy seems to just be having his way.
Yeah, great first down by the Wolves here. Exactly what they wanted to see, and he is just adding some rushing yards to his number tonight.
Yeah, dynamic player for sure. We'll see if they go back to him. I mean, it seems like pretty much every play so far, they've looked to target him or given it to him in the backfield. We'll see what they come up with here. I know they have some guys at receiver, especially Mazan. I know he's one of their guys. But they give it back to Craddy, and that time the Knights have a response. They get him in the backfield, loss of probably 2 yards there. Looking at a 2nd and 12, 2nd and 11.
Still have some field to cover. We'll see if they can get out of this on their 2nd and 12, ball at the 42 with a minute and 18 seconds and counting left of the first quarter.
Yeah, first quarter's winding down real quick. We got 2nd and 12. Quarterback rushes out of the pocket, puts one downfield to his guy 25, who just lets it go through his hands, unfortunately. He was looking for Jaden Lindley. Great throw by Garduno, but unfortunately it just doesn't come up with the completion. It's okay though, 3rd and 12. They can go back to him.
Yeah, that was a good attempt to try to catch. Just missed it, but you see that they wanted to throw it long.
Yeah, I love to see that. I love to see the teams airing the ball out downfield. Always makes the game a little more fun, a little more interesting. But when you got a guy like Craddy in your backfield, I mean, it's hard not to just rely on him. For some reason, yeah, there must have been a flag on the play because it is now 2nd and 20. Not sure, unfortunately, what the call was. But we'll see how they respond to that. I mean, they get to basically redo where they were and looking definitely like they're going to throw it here. And he is going to go downfield to his receiver, number 10, who makes the catch at the 10. Great play there by number 10, Isaiah Justice. Just a dot from Christian, from the quarterback there, Garduno. He seems to have an arm on him. I see how he could have thrown for 250 yards and 3 touchdowns last game.
That's exactly the pass that they wanted to see. Now we're up to 1st and 10.
Yeah, that over the shoulder is always what you're looking for on those go routes, and that's exactly what he found. A perfect little catch, perfect little ball. And now once again we go into the shotgun position. He's giving it to Craddy, who goes up the middle. Good run up to about the 1 or 2 yard line. This should be the Desert Mountain has put themselves in a good position here after facing a tough 2nd and 22. Made it look easy.
Yeah, that was a good right through the middle, just getting stopped right before that 2 or 3 yard line.
Stop just short of the
See if they can
of the
push
goal
it
line.
and get
Second and goal at
this
the
score up.
1-yard line.
No, absolutely. I mean, it's exactly what you like to see. Easy down here. You just can only assume that they're going to give it back to Craddy, let him get that touchdown. He had a good week last week, but I'm sure he wants a little more than 60. But it looks like they went for a quarterback sneak, but false start on the play. That's going to move him back another 10. It's not what you like to see. Now it's going to be second and goal from actually it's a 5-yard penalty, so they're going to be looking at it from the 6-yard line, 2nd and 6. Now we'll see if they go for a screen pass maybe to Craddy. Maybe they find a receiver. But if it was my guess, I'd say they probably go back to Craddy here.
Yeah, he's been dominant on this field so far. You want to get your points up, so I would definitely see them running it to Craddy, absolutely.
Yeah, but it actually looks like we have a timeout on the field, so
After 1 quarter play,
we're gonna.
Oh.
And it's actually the end of the first quarter. That went by very quickly.
Time flies when you're having fun. We're into the second quarter now. Still 0-0, but it's looking like the Wolves might add to it if they can hold on to the ball. Or we'll see if the defense of Arizona Prep can stop them.
Yeah, we'll see if the defense can make a stand. So far, not looking too great for the Wolves defense, or for the Knights defense, but the Wolves offense is looking like they're firing on all calibers.
Yeah, they started off pretty well. That first couple passes, like their second or third pass, they went long, caught that ball, and then had a little tough spots, but then they were able to do that long throw caught by Ryan Craddy.
And we're actually going to drop it down to the field in just a second to our sideline reporter, Riley Hartman.
This is Riley Hartman reporting for Varsity Sports, and we just finished the first quarter here at Arizona College Prep High School, where it's still a 0-0 score game. So far, we've seen a field goal blocked by number 15, Christian McComber, and we saw a catch by number 10. And thank you. This is Riley Hartman reporting for Varsity Sports. Oh my gosh. My brain totally.
And while we were on the field, there was one play ran, and it was a fade ball towards the back corner of the end zone that unfortunately came up incomplete. So now they're looking at 3rd and 6 here. I believe it's actually 3rd and goal at the 6. So no first downs possible. They're going to want to try to get it in here, or else they're going to also have to resort to kicking. And we'll see what they've cooked up. Garduno all by himself in the backfield, and it looks like he's just going to roll out of the pocket. He was looking for his man, but it was tipped down by the College Prep defense, who stepped up right there. That's a huge play. Now the kicking team's going to come on for the Knights, or for the Wolves. Great play by the Knights.
Yeah, those cowbells got into his head again.
That's absolutely correct. Those cowbells. The aura right now is insane. And now we're looking at a kick from probably about a 18-yard kick. Should be pretty easy as long as they block well. It's going to be Cohen Bradley, their kicker, number 30. We'll see what he has up his sleeves. Should be a pretty routine kick, and their defense did get through, but it looks like he's got it, and it is good. Good kick there by the kicker. And yeah, that puts the Wolves on the board, the first team to score. And it was just the Wolves have done a good job so far. The defense had a big stand, blocked that kick, and now offense steps up, goes down the field. Unfortunately, doesn't get the touchdown, but they do end up with 3, so you can't really complain. You love to be up, no matter how much.
Absolutely. You always want more, but at this point, we'll take what we can get, and that with the kick being good, now it is 3 Desert Mountain, 0 Knights. But Knights are back on offense. Let's see how they can do in the second quarter.
Yeah, we'll see how they respond. I mean, we'll see. I know last week we had a kick return, so we'll see if they can repeat that all over again. It was an 85-yard kickoff return last week by Ashton Sanchez. So, and that looks like who they have back there. He's number 1. They also have number 15, who is actually going to receive it. And that will be Max Sasso, but he is going to just take a knee and bring it to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, we were talking to the Knights coach earlier before the game, and he was saying that Max Sasso was going to run a lot. And so I think that's, and we've already seen that their first offensive plays today. And although it wasn't given to him just his past one, but I think we can see a lot of running from him today.
Oh, yeah, I think the first drive, they didn't go to him too much, so we'll see if they go to their guy. And it looks like they're going to be lined up out of the shotgun, and he's going to have 2 running backs, one to his right, one to his left. He puts one in motion. That's going to be number 34 in motion. They're going to give it to number 4, who is Jockery Home Jr., a guy that we didn't hear much about from the coach, but it looks like they have some faith in him. Good run, picks up about 5 on the play.
Yeah, he did get a touchdown last game. Let's see if he can do it again here at this game against the Wolves.
Yeah, we'll see how Arizona College Prep responds after that going down 3. I'm sure they've got a little bit of animosity now, so see if they can channel that anger and put it in the end zone here. Maybe a throw here would be pretty cool. Oh, and we've got a false start on the play. It looks like, yeah, it's going to be a false start. Move them back 10. Now they're going to be facing a 2nd and 15. So going from a 2nd and 5 to a 2nd and 15 is not what you like to see. Or actually, I guess it's only a 5-yard penalty, so sorry, correction, 2nd and 10. Not ideal, but just try to pick up a few yards here, shorten it down for 3rd down. See if they just go back to their running back. See, I would guess we'll see some Sosa for a little bit.
Had a little
Sasso
shuffle in that defense.
And the quarterback's going to throw it downfield. He's got a man. Oh, and what a catch. That might have been one hand. Oh, and he actually did not come down with it, unfortunately. That was almost a pretty miraculous catch. But it was a good throw. Looking for Ashton Sanchez, his guy downfield, but unfortunately just couldn't quite handle it. Good throw, though, by Heinrich. It was pretty contested, though.
Yeah, with 2 other guys guarding him, he had a good chance if he had a little bit more wiggle room in there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, double coverage is always hard to beat, but he definitely gave it his best, and we'll see how they respond here now on 3rd and 10. I'm assuming we'll see a throw here. Once again, lined out of the shotgun. Running back behind him. He fakes the handoff, a little play action, rolls out to his right, finds his man, Sanchez. 1st down around the 34-yard line. Great play there.
Exactly what they wanted to see to keep their ball in their hands.
No, absolutely, Abigail. I mean, they're just looking to go back to their number 1 guy, Ashton Sanchez. He was the player of the game last week, actually. So he's looking to continue his success. Once again, we've seen a lot of shotgun tonight. Running back to the right. See if he gives it to his running back. Yep, and he does. A flag flies. Picks up about 3. Another flag comes down. We'll see what they have to what the refs have to say about that. I was guessing maybe a false start at the start, but that second flag came in a little late. We'll see what that is. Unfortunately, folks, we cannot hear what the refs are saying, so I am a little delayed on getting you guys information. And it looks like it is a false start on the Knights. Not what you like to see. They've had a lot of that. Oh, but it's going to be offsetting penalties. There is also a penalty on the Wolves, so no change. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
All right, well, they had that in their favor to keep the ball, not losing any yardage. 1st and 10. Let's see what they can find.
Yeah, we'll see what they find. And quarterback's all by himself out of shotgun. They love this motion. They're going to motion. They got their man number 4, Ja'Cory Home, back up to him. And then they're going to give it to him, who he finds a hole, picks up about 4 yards on the play. Not a bad run there. Good blocking by the offensive line there.
Good fake off, but the defense of Desert Ridge had a little bit of idea what was coming, was able to stop them.
No, yeah, they were able to read the play pretty well there. Did a good job of putting an end to that real quick, but still picking up 4 yards. Can't complain. 2nd and 6. Pretty manageable. We'll probably see another run here, but we'll see. Maybe they switch it up, trick us all. It seems like they've actually switched their running back. Oh, and they're going to go for a throw. The quarterback runs out of the pocket, looking way downfield to his man number 88, who goes up and makes a huge play. Uncontested, triple coverage. Number 88, Austin Spenlove. We heard big things about him tonight, and he's showing off. That was a great play.
Little stumble by the quarterback, but he was able to get out of the way and find it right back to Spenlove and get a gain that will help them tremendously.
Yeah, no, that was a huge pickup there. They definitely got him by surprise there. The Wolves were not expecting that, and they're going deep again, and they find their man in the back of the end zone. That's Sanchez. The refs are saying touchdown, touchdown, touchdown Knights. That's a huge response after the giving up the field goal on that last drive, and especially after that blocked one on their drive before. Great play by Sanchez. You see exactly as he rocks the cradle right there. He's just putting him to sleep. I mean, just a great night already. He's looking for another player of the game type of week. And now they'll go for the extra point, make it 7-3. We'll see if number 86, their kicker, James Thompson, can put it, or not James Thompson, correction. That's actually going to be Reed Martinelli, who misses it to wide left, unfortunately. Still a lead, though, 6-3. Can't complain. Great throws by Heinrich, and great catch by Sanchez and by number 88, Austin Spenlove. That was two huge passes. I mean, the air game's looking good. And we're actually going to drop it down for a little post-game recap of what we just saw on the field with our lovely reporter, Riley. And take it away in 3, 2, 1, Riley.
This is Riley Hartman reporting for Varsity Sports, and we just saw a touchdown from number 1 senior Austin Sanchez, bringing the score 6-3 with the Knights in the lead. This is Riley Hartman reporting from the field here with Varsity Sports.
Great play by great possession there by the Knights. Now they're kicking it off to Desert Mountain. We'll see how Desert Mountain responds. They're definitely going to want to put some points on the board and not let this game get out of hand. I mean, they looked College Prep looked pretty dominant on that last drive, and it's fielded at the 5 roughly, and it's a huge run up to the 45-yard line. I'm not quite sure who that was. It was number 5. Ryan McDonough, who we actually heard from the coach tonight, is he's a guy to look out for. He plays defensive back and wide receiver, a little flex type player, little Travis Hunter-esque.
Senior captain of this team. Good
Great.
catch and good play.
Great run. Love to see that. Good start there for the Knights, or for the Wolves. Sorry, correction. We'll see how they start this drive. They're gonna go out to the air, find their man number 9, Davian Whitener. Great little play there. Pick up a few yards. Nice and simple. Get the drive moving.
Yeah, we got 8 minutes and 23 seconds and counting, and the the Wolves are down by 3. Ball is on the 48. Let's see what running tasks they have going on today.
Yeah, we'll see what they cook up. We saw a lot of Craddy in that first drive, so we'll see if they go back to him. And they don't. They fake it, find their man. Oh, who drops it, but it looks like it was recovered. That was once again, he found Whitener, but unfortunately, ball pops out. It looks like they're still going to rule it as a catch. So fumble recovered. Lucky recovery there.
That was some good football right there. As a flag has been drawn.
Yeah, flag thrown. Kind of a weird flag. Not quite sure what that was about. The refs don't seem to be saying anything, so I'm guessing. Oh, here we go. It's on the Knights. And
the Knights looked a little confused as well. Hands on their hip posture.
Yeah, they didn't tell us anything, so not quite sure what that was about, but here we go, shotgun. Once again, we have a run and picks up a few yards there. That was number 80, Kai Hassenjaeger, sorry, correction.
He is actually a freshman playing here at this varsity game today.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen a lot of Craddy yet to start this drive. Kind of surprising after that first drive. They really relied on him. They've thrown the ball almost every play so far this drive, if not every. Not really what I was expecting, Abigail, but we'll see if they maybe go to Craddy here, and it looks like they probably will. 2nd and 3, they got him in the backfield lined up behind Garduno. See what they go for here. This could be play action, and it's actually going to be a motion man, number 19 off the outside, and it just that was Kai Teshin, but it was the play was sniffed out very well by the Knights defense. Good stop there.
Yeah, I can definitely see we haven't seen a lot of Craddy, so maybe they're trying to keep the Knights on their toes about who they're going to send it to, and we've seen a bunch of sending it to different guys. So let's see what this play brings as they are down on their 3rd down. Down and 4.
This is a huge play. We'll see what they go to. I would look for a pass, drops back, finds his man, number 9, who ball was just a little outside of his, little thrown out, a little outside by Garduno there, and number 9, Davian Widener, just can't quite come up with it. It'll be interesting to see what they do here. It looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field. Give Garduno maybe a little redem here.
4 and 4. What were your thoughts? If you were the coach, what would you do?
I'm probably going for another one of those throws. I think give your guy one more shot at that. I don't think he's gonna mess it up. We'll see what they go to. They're gonna put a man in motion. Goes for the throw, finds his man, number 19. Oh, and just short. That's gonna be a turnover on downs. Unfortunately, once again, the Wolves are going to just come up a little short on that drive.
Yeah, the Knights
defense has done a great job of swarming so far, and we'll see how the offense responds. A little bit of energy there from the defense. And right away, we see the Knights go and watching film. You love to see that. I mean, they just had a great defensive stop in there already. already looking to watch some film, see what they can do a little better. And
Absolutely,
we'll see.
they're all crowded around, seeing what plays they can work on. Big part of football culture.
Oh, absolutely. We'll see what they go to here. They're going to give it to their man number 22. Oh, and it looks like he fumbles it. Picked up by by the Wolves. That is not what you want to see as a Knights fan. Unfortunate after that huge fourth down stop right there. Just gives it up on the first play. That was number 22, Ryan Craddy. Not typical for him. And actually, I may have been wrong there. That might have been Jeremiah Diaz. And now we'll see if they go back to Craddy here for the and once again, they're looking to throw. He finds his man. Oh, 22. He breaks the first tackle, and there's a flag down, but he picks up the first down for sure. Gets it up to about near the 10-yard line.
And there's Craddy again with that catch, and we had a couple flags being thrown. We'll see what that's about.
Yeah, we'll see what that's about. Once again, Garduno seems to be doing pretty good throwing the ball. Unfortunately, they've just had some unfortunate events happen, but that fumble, that might have given them a little bit of life back. And that defense, not a lot of recovery time. Have to stop, made a big stop on fourth down and then thrown right back into it. We'll see if they can pull another stop out of the bag.
Yeah, first and goal. Let's see what the
Wolves cook
the Wolves
up.
can do.
Yeah, the Wolves are at the 6-yard line. First and goal. Looks like they're going to give it to Craddy, who maybe gets a yard on the play. Not much there. Great plays by the Knights defense there to just swarm the line and not allow a big run there.
Yeah, it brings that to 2nd and 4. 4 minutes to go. Let's see if they can push this ball just a little bit more and get them on top of the Knights.
No, yeah, absolutely, Abigail. If I'm the coach right now, I'm definitely just giving it back to Craddy another 2-3 times. This is 4-down territory. I mean, I don't think you want to kick a field goal after what just happened. So I think you give it back to Craddy. Oh, fakes it to Craddy, rolls to his left, and finds his man, number 9, Davian Whitener. They really seem to like him. And despite the fumble that he had earlier, they still continue to look for him. And it ends up paying off. Take the lead, 9-6. 9-6 Wolves.
Yeah, that was a good catch by Whitener. Wide open too, laid out. And
Yeah,
we got
just
the
textbook.
kicker out here to get that extra point.
Yep, try to make it 10-6, a little bit of a, make it a touchdown type of game instead of just a 3-point game. And flags fly, we'll see what these are. I'm wondering if we're gonna see a false start, but they were in the backfield. We'll see if this ends up being against the Knights. And it was against the Knights, it looks like. I don't know if it's gonna change very much. The Knights end up subbing one man out. And we'll see if they can
Looked like there was some debris in the way of the kicker. As he was throwing it, the flags flew. But here he
maybe that
goes.
was it. All right, we'll see if he can knock this in, make it 10-6. That'd be pretty huge. Get it to a touchdown game instead of just a field goal. Oh, and it's a bad snap picked up by number 10, who stumbles on a possible return situation, but that's okay. Unfortunate mistake there for the Wolves, but the Knights once again get lucky, and we'll see if they can at least put some points on the board, maybe tie it, maybe take the lead on this next drive with only 4.5 minutes left in the second quarter.
Yeah, just a little stumble there from the Knights, and they just weren't able to get a hand on that ball, so have the kicker kick it.
Yeah, unfortunately, not what you like to see, but I mean, it beats nothing. So they still end up getting the touchdown, just can't convert that extra point. Game 6-9, very close game still.
Absolutely, the Knights are still, or the Wolves are still up, but the Knights are now on offense. Let's see what they can do.
Yeah, we'll see what they can do. Once again, like I said, I mean, if Sanchez can get a good return here, like he had one last week, that would be pretty huge for the program. And it's actually muffed into the end zone by Sasso. Once again, Sasso is who they kick to. Must just be trying to avoid giving it to Sanchez, who seems to be the number one option tonight for the Knights.
Absolutely, no yards there, but a little fumble from that catch. But see what they can do at the 20-yard line.
Yep, ball on the 20, 1st and 10. We'll see what the Knights cook up. They have seemed to like to run the ball quite a lot tonight, so we'll see if they go back to Sasso. Otherwise, I'd expect them to maybe look for Sanchez down the field. I mean, he seems to be their guy. And they are going to hand it off, and a hole opens up, a little hole up the middle for Sasso, who gets about 5 yards on the play, maybe 6. Pretty good run. Good way to start the drive. Let the clock run. Don't give the Wolves any more opportunities of the ball. I think take your time, let the clock run. Try to get some points on the board here. Go into half. Especially if you score a touchdown, I think you go into half feeling pretty good about yourself.
Absolutely. We're about to enter into the half in about 4 minutes.
And once again, we see Heinrich in the shotgun position, running back Sasso next to him. And he moves his running back to behind him. 2nd and 4. Wouldn't be surprised if we see a run up the middle, and that's exactly what we see. And it is swarmed on by the Knights, by the Wolves. Good defense there. And the Wolves defense looks to make a stand here. 3rd and 4. We'll see what they can do.
Yeah, see if the Wolves can stop them and get the ball back. See what they can do before the timer runs out.
Yeah, we're coming up on the 2-minute warning. 1:15 left before we get the 2-minute warning. So we'll see what they cook up with these last few plays before the free timeout, essentially. And he's going to roll out. Looking for his man number 3. It looks like he got it. It just depends if they rule it inbounds, which they do. And that was Brady Barkdole. That's the first I think we've seen of him tonight. So good to see him working some other men into the rotation.
Yeah, good to see variety being thrown to. Great catch by Brady Barkdole.
Yeah, absolutely. They seem to be pretty confident in their quarterback's play. They've been throwing the ball a lot more than I've seen some teams throw. So always a little fun. And it looks like we've got a timeout for the Wolves.
Their 2nd timeout of the half.
Yeah, using that 2nd timeout. 1 remaining after.
And we're going to take you guys to a quick commercial in just a second. We'll be right back once the action resumes on the field.
Next Friday,
All right, and we're back after the timeout. We'll see what the Knights have in store. I mean, at home, you definitely don't want to go into half down, so we'll see if they can put some points on the board here. 2:39. Quarterback drops back, almost nearly finds his man Sanchez, just a little outside. Good throw, unfortunately, just doesn't come up with the catch. But
Yeah, you had all those guys jump up at once. No one could get a hold of it, and they all tumbled to the ground.
Exactly. I mean, if I'm Heinrich there, I'm not super upset about that. I mean, he was throwing into double coverage. You're always happy when you throw into double coverage that you don't throw a pick. So I think 2nd and 10, still a lot of time. Maybe we'll see a run here, try to shorten it up a little bit, make it a 3rd down a little easier. Plus, they can also bring it to the 2-minute warning pretty easily here. So we'll see if they decide to do that.
Absolutely.
Once again, out of the shotgun, running back to his right. They are going to throw. Heinrich drops back, throws it deep to number 14, who catches it. Oh, and it just drops it. Great play by the defender there. I believe that was number 3 of the Wolves, making a huge contest on that catch. It was originally caught by the receiver, and then the ball was ripped out of his hand by the defender, and that ends up being incomplete on a play that could have really hurt.
Another deep throw they couldn't hold on to. Brings us to 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10. Probably have to go back to the air here, I assume. 2 minutes, 28 seconds. They're definitely not going to want to give the ball back to the Wolves. So, and coverage gets through. Heinrich rolls back, finds his man Sanchez, who picks up a huge 1st down there. Picks up about 15 yards on that play. 3rd and 10, huge conversion there.
Yeah, that quarterback was just going further and further back, just trying to get away from the Knights defense, from the Wolves defense. They were able to find
absolutely.
it.
He did a great job of just moving back, staying composed, finding his man, and Sanchez ends up turning it upfield. Once again, goes back into the air, looking for number 3, who I think he made that catch. Yeah, he caught that. A spectacular catch there by number 3, Brady Barkdale. What a catch. I mean, that he showed that dog in him on that play right there. You love to see him. That was he mossed that man. Too small, too little. I know he's feeling pumped right now.
Yeah, great advantage for the Knights. See what they can do on this 10-yard line.
Oh, absolutely. And once again, great throw by Evan Heinrich. He seems to just be very confident in his throws. No interceptions, no scary throws so far, really. And we'll see if they go for a run here. Oh, they're going to continue to throw the ball. Looking for his man who falls over. Unfortunate mistake there for number...
Looked like it was number 9, Kyle Poole.
Yeah, unfortunate little slip there, but that happens on grass fields. It's only 2nd and 10. We'll see if they go back to the air or if they try giving it to their man. We haven't seen a lot of Sasso so far this drive, so...
As Sasso is coming into the field, see what they can do with minute left, plenty of time. Ball on the 10.
Yeah, plenty of time still. I think maybe you do hand it off here. Let the clock wind a little bit. That incompletion stops the clock, so, I mean, don't want to give him too much time. I don't know how aggressive they'll be. He is going to throw. He's got his man just a little too high for his guy Sanchez, who he just seems to be relying on a lot tonight, but they've got some dogs all around. They got number 88, who's been good. They've got the guy who just caught it, number just a lot of good playmakers so far tonight for the Knights. And now we look at a 3rd and 10. This is where things start to get a little scarier. And we've got a timeout on the field. So while we wait, we had timeout on the Wolves.
We've seen the Wolves defense really stop them, really get the Knights away from that end zone with jumping in the air to blocking the ball. They definitely slipped up, and the Knights were able to catch some good plays. After this timeout, let's see if they can make it a touchdown in a field goal game.
No, you're absolutely right, Abigail. The Wolves have done a great job tonight with on defense, keeping keeping the Knights out of the end zone. They did get one touchdown, but they were able to block a field goal, and that ends up being pretty critical here because we would be looking at a 9-9 game instead of a 6-9 game. And we'll see if the defense can once again come up with a big stop here on 3rd and 10. It's definitely probably going to be looking at a throw here, and they don't even have Sosa in there. They have number 4 in the backfield, which is Ja'Cory Holmes.
At the 10-yard line.
Lined up out of the shotgun once again, running back to his left, and that's going to be Ja'Cory Holmes. We'll see what they go to here. It looks like Sanchez might be doing a fade in the back of the end zone. Oh, but the defensive rush gets through, and that's a huge play right there by the defense. Now it's going to force a 4th down. Things are going to get a little trickier now.
Yeah, Heiner tried to stay stable there, try to get a few more yards, but that Wolves defense just stop him.
Yeah, and we'll see. I mean, that's a pretty big stop. We'll see if they can get this field goal in, but so far, kicking has not looked ideal. We'll see if they even bring out the kicking unit. It looks like the offense is going to stay on the field. And they must feel confident here. 4th and 7. 7 yards to go.
Yeah, their quarterback Heiner is still in that game.
It looks like there's a little confusion. They're waiting on a call here, and it looks like we're going to get a timeout. Maybe they're going to bring out the kicking team. And that looks like exactly what they're going to do. It looks like the kicking team might be running onto the field here. I think that's the safe play. I mean, unfortunate that the first try got blocked, but as long as they block a little better this time and don't let 3 guys go straight through the middle, I think they can make this kick and put it into tie game, go into half feeling okay.
Absolutely. They want to make it a tie-scoring game going into the second half of this Friday Night Lights game.
No, absolutely, Abigail. We'll see if they can redeem themselves once again. Reed Martinelli out on the field. And here comes the defense. We'll see if they have another big play in them. And maybe they can come up with another block here. Lines up. The kick is up, and it is good. That is a good kick, and it looks like we might have a roughing penalty. They actually came through and hit the kicker, so that's not going to help them. And it was also a great kick, able to get it up just before the defense came through and able to bring it up to a tie game, 9-9 going into half. I don't think I'd be too upset about that. But it depends on what they're going to call here. If it's going to be a roughing. I'm interested to know what these refs say this is and how this affects the play. I'm not sure if it would give them a first down, but
I see quarterback number 7.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to give them
coming
the first.
in.
That is unfortunate. That is just a terrible mistake. That is something that you just never want to do. You can't hit the kicker and the punter. Like, you just gotta be careful of that, because now they're gonna end up getting a first down here. 20 seconds left, and they're gonna be able to take a lead here. So we go back. Score's gonna be 6-9, but they're gonna be at the 3-yard line, looking to put the ball in, go up by 12-9. They can score 12-9 if they can punch this in here, and it looks like they're gonna probably run the ball here. They have a fullback, and they got their running back right behind them. They're probably just gonna punch it, and they are. They're gonna pitch it. And he makes it in. Touchdown. Nice. Huge play right there. That roughing the kicker really came back to hurt them, and now instead of going into half for the Wolves tied, the Wolves are going to go into half down by at least 3. We'll see if they're able to put this extra point in and make it 13-9, which would be huge.
Absolutely. That touchdown was by Ja'Cory Horn Jr., number 4, that running back who is out there and just snuck his way right in to make the Knights lead 12 to
Yeah,
9.
for sure. Ja'Cory Horton Jr. is someone we didn't really expect to see a lot. Oh, and it wasn't the greatest kick, but it goes in, and that's going to make it 13-9. But as I was saying, Ja'Cory was not a player that we thought we'd hear too much of tonight. We thought Sasso is going to be by far the clear favorite, but we've actually seen a pretty split backfield tonight between the two of them. Both of them stepping up, and Ja'Cory Horton seems to be the guy that they're relying on.
Absolutely, we see both of them in. If one's not in, the others. But coaches said both of these players, Sasso and Horn Jr., were big guys to look at tonight.
Yes, that's absolutely right, Abigail. And now just 13 seconds till half. We'll see if there's a miracle, maybe. Kick return's probably about what we're looking for here. I don't think they're going to do too much after that. I think they'll probably just take it to half. Unfortunately, down 9 or down 4 when they could have been tied. Just a little mistakes have seemed to hurt both teams tonight, unfortunately.
Yeah, but for the Wolves, there's still a whole nother half to play. Whole lot of football to be seen and watched.
That's absolutely right. Still a lot of time. Very close game. A lot can still happen in these last 2 quarters after half. But kickoff, it's a little short, up to about the 10. It's fielded by number 5, who takes it. He actually breaks a good run, makes it up to the 40-yard line. Just a great play right there. We'll see, though, if it really matters. Only 5 seconds left. Maybe they go for something crazy here, but I wouldn't be surprised if we just see a run and take it to half. Regroup, come back out, a little more fresh.
Absolutely. You don't know what can happen in 5 seconds, though.
Never know. Could be a big play. I'm hoping. I'd love to see a big play here. See, though. Once again, Garduño comes out onto the field, joined by Craddy. Lined out of the shotgun, so we'll see. They could be throwing here, and they are, but they're just going to throw it short. They're going to pitch it. This is crazy. Pitches it back to Craddy, who just ends up getting swarmed at the 45-yard line, and that's going to be it for the half. We're going to head to a halftime break in just a second here, folks. We really appreciate you guys tuning in, and we'll be back very shortly for second half coverage of this very tightly contested game. And
yeah, don't go anywhere because we'll be back.
Yeah, we'll be back.
Good afternoon, this is Varsity Sports Show. My name is Rodolfo Gomez, reporting from Sacramento, California about sports gambling, how it's affecting fans, players, and leagues across the country.
Sports gambling is bigger than ever, but it's putting new pressure on athletes. Across leagues, players are facing waves of criticism, even threats, when they don't meet the numbers that fans bet on. The stakes aren't public. Some players are now being suspended as leagues investigate potential gambling violations, raising questions about fairness and integrity. Many athletes say that added scrutiny makes it harder to perform at their best, with every play carrying more than just the outcome of the game. Leagues are trying to balance the booming revenue from sports betting with the need to protect players from both public pressure and disciplinary action. As gambling becomes increasingly tied to the game, the challenge is clear. Can athletes compete without carrying the weight of somebody else's wager?
With sports gambling comes great responsibility, how players perform, how fans react, and how we see player performances. From Varsity Sports Show, this was Rodolfo Gomez.
Hello folks, Gerald Lambright here, in a place where a game became a legend. In this part of our story,
This is Riley Hartman reporting for Varsity Sports, and we are currently here on the field at halftime at Arizona College Prep High School, where the score is currently 13-9 with the Wolves in the lead. We've seen 2 touchdowns from Arizona College Prep by senior Ashton Sanchez and junior Ja'Cory Horn Jr., and we saw 1 touchdown from junior Davian Whitman from Desert Mountain High School. Although it's been a low-scoring first half of the game, the score is pretty close, and we're excited to see what the second half is going to bring. This is Riley Hartman reporting from the field for Varsity Sports.
Hello, folks. Gerald Lambright here, in a place where a game became a legend. In this part of our story, deep East Texas high school football became the stuff of modern myth. This was the era of the true fan, the community member that went to every game, that knew every player's name, and could tell you the story of a game that happened a decade ago, as if it were yesterday. This was a time when bonfires and pep rallies became sacred rituals, where a team's journey to the state championship was more than just a trip for the players, but an entire town piling into buses, cars, and trucks for a pilgrimage. Heroes walked among us. Like Robert Hunt, who found his way from Burkeville, deep behind the Pine Curtain, to the NFL. Their stories weren't just about football. They were about the enduring spirit of the people in this place. They're in the memories of those who lived it, in the stories of triumph, of resilience, and of a shared pride that runs as deep as the roots in these East Texas pines.
I'm Evan Cook, and I'm here reporting live for Varsity Sports. Today, we'll be talking about Jaden Daniels' second year entering the NFL. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the wait is over. The NFL season is finally here. Week 1 kicks off Thursday night with a classic NFC East rivalry, the Cowboys and Eagles under the lights. Now, unfortunately, I'm not here to discuss about that game. I'm here to talk about the Washington Commanders star quarterback and NFL 2024 Rookie of the Year, Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels showed right away in his NFL debut against the Buccaneers that he wasn't afraid of that moment. Even in a loss, he flashed his arm, his legs, and the confidence that would define his rookie year. Daniels had quite the impressive rookie season. He had a 69% completion rate, and he averaged 209 yards per game, ended up finishing with 25 touchdowns and having 9 interceptions. Daniels had quite the rookie season, going 12-5 with the Washington Commanders despite losing in the NFC Championship game against the Philadelphia Eagles, which ended with a score of 55-23. Now, I'm not just here to talk about his highlights. The real question is, how will he operate for year 2? Defenses already have film on him, expectations are sky high, and history tells us the sophomore slump is kind of real. Plenty of young quarterbacks have exploded in year 1, only to struggle with the league's adjustments going forward into the next year. Can Daniels build on top of that hype and keep Washington into a playoff picture, or will the pressure catch up to him? That's my topic right there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Evan Cook, reporting live for Varsity Sports.
Welcome back to the Varsity Sports Show. I'm Marla Munter, and today I'm with Ruth Brooks, a Sacramento State senior who also rows crew. Ruth, how did you get into rowing?
Well, I started rowing during COVID. Growing up, I used to play basketball and volleyball, but obviously that came to a stop. And so I actually saw a rowing post on TikTok. And so I decided to email our programs in the area, found the coach in the area, and then I've been doing it ever since.
That's great. So what has been your experience rowing collegiately? You row at Sacramento State, a D1 program. What has that been like?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, rowing has definitely been one of the most challenging but rewarding things I've ever done in my entire life. Definitely waking up in the morning knowing you're going to do something hard, but being surrounded by 40 other hardworking, strong women has just been great as I've grown into my own in college.
Yeah. So if a younger athlete was interested in rowing, what would you tell them?
I would say just try it out. Email a coach in your area. If money might be an issue, definitely talk about scholarships. That definitely helped me when I was rowing. But rowing has been something that can kind of open you up your horizons. So just try it out.
Do you have any favorite moments, maybe in high school or collegiately while you were rowing?
I loved every race I was with Marla. Great experience.
Thank you.
But actually, last year I had the opportunity to row at the head of the Charles with rowing in color, and that was just a great experience. Being around women who looked like me and having this common goal was just a great experience that I wouldn't have the opportunity to do so if I hadn't had joined rowing.
Thank you once again. That was Ruth Brooks. She rows at Sacramento State. And I'm Marla Munder with the Varsity Sports Show. Out.
Hi, my name is Devin Blankenship. I'm an intern at the Varsity Sports Show, and in this video I'm going to talk about Sam Levitt and why I believe he will be the 2025 Heisman Trophy winner for the Arizona State Sun Devils. In the Sun Devils season opener, Sam Levitt clearly looked like the best player on the field without a doubt. He lit up the stat sheet, while some guys that are his competition didn't do so well in their week one matchup. Filling up the stat sheet in week one was one of the most important things Levitt could have done, in my opinion, especially against an opponent like NAU where he can just come out and dominate right from the jump. Some guys that are considered his toughest competition to win the Heisman include Arch Manning and Jeremiah Love, who neither of those two did particularly well in week one. Jeremiah Love, the running back for Notre Dame, a lot of people consider the best running back in the country, only had 33 yards on 10 carries in their game against Miami. Arch Manning, the quarterback for the Texas Longhorns, is another player that is considered to be potentially the favorite to win the Heisman. He's the projected #1 overall pick in this upcoming draft. In their game against Ohio State, he failed to throw for over 200 yards. He also added an interception in their loss to open their season. With all that being said, nobody in the country had quite the day like Sam Levitt did to open the season. Sam Levitt threw for 250 yards on 25 completions. He also added 2 touchdowns through the air. He also ran the ball really well. He had 73 yards on the ground. He added 2 touchdowns on the ground as well, having about 330 total all-purpose yards with 4 total touchdowns. I firmly believe after starting the season 1-0, Sam Levitt only catapulted himself towards the top of the Heisman rankings. I believe that Arizona State can go 12-0 this year, back-to-back Big 12 champs, find themselves right back in the college football playoff, hopefully getting a bye this year, and Sam Levitt holding up the Heisman Trophy to end the season.
Hey everyone, I'm Jorge Anuajardo, your play-by-play broadcaster for Viva Varsity, the brand new Spanish broadcast of the Varsity Sports Show. We're here to fuel your love for the game, bring you exclusive interviews, and celebrate every play right alongside you. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at Viva Varsity for highlights, behind the scenes moments, and everything happening on and off the field. This is Viva Varsity, where the game comes alive in your language.
Hello, I'm Andrew Neerum, a junior at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. I'm excited to show the Varsity Sports Show everything that I can offer on any side of production as I express my love for this business throughout the fall of 2025.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe, with an experience so good it remains indescribable, with something for every seafood lover. Try one of their amazing custom seafood boils, sandwiches, appetizers, and salads. Angry Crab Shack Tempe is located east of I-10 on Warner Road, 480-674-3847. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe. Come ready to eat.
Hi, my name is Carmen Liberto, and I am a senior at the Cronkite School at Arizona State University, majoring in sports journalism. Over the past few semesters, I've worked on a variety of projects that have strengthened my reporting, storytelling, and on-camera skills. My passion has always been hockey, and I hope to build a career covering the NHL, ideally as a beat writer for the Buffalo Sabres. I'm excited to continue growing as a journalist and to bring my energy and dedication to every story I tell. Stay tuned to see my work at the Varsity Show internship.
Overwhelmed by crushing medical bills that keep you up at night? Imagine the heartbreak of delaying care for your family because of sky-high deductibles, copays, and surprise out-of-pocket costs. It's a nightmare no one should face. At Fountain Hills ER and Medical Center, we've partnered with Instinctive Health Pass to deliver Health Pass, your emotional lifeline for true peace of mind. Visit instinctivehealthpass.com today. Sign up to slash costs on unlimited future visits and erase current outstanding bills from using our facilities, saving you thousands in worry-free relief.
Hey guys, Vince here from the Varsity Sports Show. Nothing beats a hometown touchdown, on the field and on the table. Join us at Zips or Goldies, where families, friends, and teams come together for great food. They make everything fresh, like their hearty burgers or irresistible focaccias. The restaurants are family friendly with a huge menu and plenty of seating. Goldies Sports Cafe is in Scottsdale at Via Linda and Mountain View Road, and Zips Sports Grill has 14 Valley locations. Come hungry, see you soon at Zips or Goldies.
Hello everybody, my name is Antonio Gutierrez and I'll be interning with the Varsity Sports Show this upcoming fall semester with the broadcast team. I'm a current rising junior at the Arizona State University Walter Cronkite School of Journalism studying sports journalism. During my 3 years at the Cronkite School, I've been able to cover multiple sports with the Sun Devils, including volleyball, basketball, and baseball this last spring. During my time, I've learned valuable skills both in front and behind the camera, helping expand my passion for the love of sports. I'm very excited to work with my peers this upcoming fall to not only better myself, but help better themselves to become all-around good journalists.
Hi, I'm Adam Maggard, and I'm excited to be joining the Varsity Sports Show team this semester. Over the next 4 months, I'll be covering high school and junior college sports across Arizona. From Friday Night Lights to heated rivalries, I'll be bringing you highlights, interviews, and the stories that make local sports so exciting. What I love most about sports is the passion, the community, and the way that every game has its own story, and I can't wait to share that with you. So be sure to follow the Varsity Sports Show all season long. It's going to be an incredible ride, and I can't wait to take you with me.
And we're back. Welcome back, everyone. Second half coverage of the Wolves versus Knights matchup in the home opener for Arizona College Prep. Looking good for the Knights so far. You love home opener. It's always good to be up coming out of half. I'm sure the fans are loving it. They seem to be pretty pumped up, pretty excited to get this action going again.
Absolutely, we have the fans coming back in now. Looks like they took a break as well, grabbed some food, maybe a cooler area. Actually, the weather's honestly not that bad right now.
Yeah, it's definitely cooled down a bit since game time. I'm not quite sure exactly what the weather is, but I would guess it's around 85 degrees right now. 89.
My watch says 87. You're right on it.
Right about that. We'll see if it looks like the Knights get the ball to start the half. It appears. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think the Knights are going to possess the ball to start, and if they can get a touchdown here, it's going to get a little trickier for the Wolves, who have struggled since that early success to get the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, but both teams have shown really good offense and defense, either stopping the other team, throwing big plays. But it comes down to the kicking. We've noticed is a little rocky.
Yeah,
either
kicking's been a big aspect.
Being touched by the kicker, which we know not to do, or just fumbling it out of their hands.
No, absolutely. We've seen some kicking issues, but they seem to be sorted out a little bit. Towards the end, we started to see some success on that end. And just a minute 30 till we resume action. Teams are just getting prepared. The Knights are in a huddle right now. College Prep, the Wolves are. They're already on the field. They're ready to go. It looks like they actually are going to start with the ball. I do not know why they have the scoreboard that way, but whatever. And
yeah, they're ready to get this game going. Still a minute out before we start that game clock for quarter 3. We see the Knights slowly come off the field after their huddle, getting back on. We see number 23 practicing his kick.
Yeah, absolutely. It looked like they were practicing quite a bit during that half and kicking. So we'll see if that pays off in the
we just talked about
this game.
Absolutely, we just talked about how both sides, not just one or the other, need a little bit of help on that kicking. That might come practice on Monday.
Yeah, we'll see here, and it looks like we have number 8. It looks like Easton Connor in the backfield, as well as number 5 Ryan maybe. Looking to receive it. We'll see who they end up kicking it to.
Yeah, 5 seconds to go.
Kicking from the left hash.
Start quarter 3.
And there we go. That's the end of the timer. Time for us to resume the action on the field. And they set up to kick. Here we go. Kickoff. Good kick. We'll see if he just takes a knee here. And they rule it a touchback. So that'll bring them out to the 20-yard line. Wolves on the 20-yard line. Abigail, the Wolves are really going to have to step up in this half. They led for a while, but that mistake at the end, running into the kicker, roughing the kicker, whatever they called that, ended up costing them. Now they're down 4. They're going to want to look to put a touchdown on the board, at least secure some points here on this drive. Keep the game close. As long as the game's close, it'll be manageable.
Yeah, this is anybody's game.
Absolutely. They have 3 wide receivers to the right, running back lined up, and here comes an early flag. I'm assuming this is going to be a false start. The ref already initially signed that it was going to be on the Wolves, and that's exactly what it's going to be. It looks like false start, so that'll move them back a little bit. It'll be 1st and 15 from their own 15-yard line.
1st and 15 for the Wolves on their own 15-yard line.
In the shotgun once again. They seem to really like it. We'll see if they go back to Craddy. Craddy's not even out there. They go to number 9 on a little swing throw, and it got stopped really quickly. Targeted Davion Whitener.
A name we've heard a lot this game. Didn't help much right now, but earlier he was running the ball really well.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen a lot of looks go towards Whitner, and we'll see if he went out on the play. So maybe this ends up being a run here. Number 8, Easton Connor in at running back right now. We'll see. Quarterback rolls out of the pocket, and the pressure gets to him. Number 20. Wyatt Ellis, a freak, swims his way through, gets up to the quarterback, forces that incompletion there. Now we're looking at a 3rd and 14 here. Not ideal at all for the Wolves, who are coming out looking to respond here, especially away. You don't want to get down too much. There's definitely some home field advantage going on right now. Crowd's getting pretty loud for this 3rd down here.
Yeah, a lot of yard to cover.
A lot of yard to cover. That's absolutely right. 2 running backs set. Motions number 4. Quarterback drops back. The defense gets to him on a little screen, but he gets it out to his man. Just not going to be enough to pick up the first down. Just gets back to an initial line of scrimmage, just a little past it.
Yeah, picked up by number 8, Easton Connor.
Yeah. Unfortunately for the Wolves, that's not how you wanted to start the half. End up punting here. This is actually one of the first punts we've seen of the whole game. We'll see if the Knights can return this. I mean, they're going to be in pretty good field position no matter what. Looks like I think Sanchez is out there to receive right now. After that good return last week, it looks like they want to rely on him, but it's a short kick and it's just going to roll out. That honestly works about best case for them. It's going to roll out to about the 41-yard line of the Knights.
Yeah, the Knights are now with the ball ahead of this game by 4, which we've talked about. Trying to add more. In this past week, both teams gave up really high-scoring games. We're going into the second half 13-9. Again, still 2 quarters to go. Anybody's game. And the Wolves are only down by 4.
Yeah, there's a lot of time still on the clock, a lot of points to be scored still. And we'll see if the Knights can continue their success here, maybe get back-to-back touchdowns. That'd be pretty huge. And they're going to give it to their running back, who picks up about 2. Nice play there, being able to get out of there. That's going to be Sasso.
Yeah, we see Sasso back on the field, seeing what he could do for his Knights.
Yeah, we'll see. 2nd and 7 from the 39-yard line. Quarterback once again in the shotgun position, running back out to his left. We'll see what he goes with here. He's going to give it to his man who's just, Sasso is just wrapped up right away. Loss of a few yards there, unfortunately.
Yeah, couldn't get past it.
About a 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, actually.
Getting caught by the ankles and just going down from there.
Yeah, unfortunate there. Wasn't quite able to break that tackle, and good stop there by the Wolves. The Wolves defense looks a little more rejuvenated. Got a little bit of rest in the half. Now they'll look to make a big stop here on 3rd and 9. This would be pretty huge for them. Once again in the shotgun, running back to his right, gonna drop back, launch one downfield to his man 88, who just quite can't get there, unfortunately. He was open. I saw what he was looking for, but unfortunately just a little overthrown there by the quarterback, Evan Heinrich.
Yeah, it took a gliding stop. Just couldn't hold on to it.
No, but he
couldn't reach it.
He at least the effort was there. A for effort on
Absolutely.
that play. Try to go for the diving catch, doesn't quite come up with it, and once again we see another punt. 2 quick punts to start the second half. We'll see if this gives the Wolves a little momentum. Good defensive stand right there by the Wolves. And a very short kick, not a great kick. It's going to take a bounce, though, a favorable bounce, up to the 27-yard line for the Wolves, and that's where they'll start.
Yeah, the Wolves see the ball back again, see what they can do. Down by 4. Like we said, ball at
the 27-yard
27-yard line.
And now it's going to be up to the offense. We'll see if quarterback if our quarterback can respond. Grant Garduño. And now we see Craddy in the field. We haven't seen him in a little bit, so it's good to see him out there. They're not going to give it to him, though. The quarterback rolls out to his right, and he's going to fumble the ball out of bounds, though. So it should be safe. Loss of a few maybe there, but better than it could have been. Now we're looking at about a 2nd and 12, 2nd and 11.
Yeah, just nobody open for him to throw to.
Ends up trying to take it on the ground, and unfortunately the defense gets to him. Great defensive play there, though, by the Knights. The Knights' defense has been pretty stout tonight.
Yes.
And quarterback, empty set, no running backs, out of the gun. He's going to motion Craddy. It looks like they fake the handoff to Craddy in the motion, and they try to have a quarterback take, but just nowhere to go. Maybe gets near the original line of scrimmage, probably looking at about a 3rd and 11 here. We'll see if they can find a man downfield, can move the chains, and maybe not 3 back-to-back punts. But
yeah, those 2 fake outs didn't work these 2 times. Let's see with this 3rd and 11, see what they can do.
Yeah,
hopefully to get that first down again.
Oh yeah. Knights defense looking for a 3 and out here. The fans are getting into it. It's getting loud out here. And we'll see what Garduno cooks up here. He steps back, finds his man number 9, who has just been his target all night, and that's going to be Davian Whitener again.
Well, like we said, they threw that ball to Whitener in just enough to get that first down.
Yeah, just enough to keep the chains moving.
Absolutely. Get it down the field.
That's what you like to see if you're the Wolves. Keep the ball moving. Don't get 2 back-to-back 3 and outs. And we'll see if they. There's a little bit of discussion between the refs right now, and they haven't moved the chains, so a little curious to know what's going to happen here. It looks like they signaled for a first down. Ref, penalty against the Wolves. That's not what you like to see. It's an unsportsmanlike conduct, just an easily avoidable penalty that ends up costing them on a play that they converted. Now they're looking at a 3rd and, gosh, I don't even know. It's going to be a long one for sure, probably about 15. Actually, looks like they're going to give them a 1st and 10. So not terrible, still first down, but don't move the chain, or they don't move, so that's unfortunate. But drives reset, running back in the backfield, lined up behind the quarterback. They motion number 19. Craddy's get the ball. Oh my gosh, and Craddy finds a hole. Great run by Craddy. The ref gives him the first down there, and Craddy's helmet comes off on the play. He's going to have to sub out for a play here. But great play, great run there by Craddy. Picks up the first down.
Absolutely. Yeah, he just ran right through that and then got tackled down, and with that helmet come off, he'll have to sit out 1. But we've got plenty of other great guys that love to run this ball.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like they'll probably go to their second man, and that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to give it to the running back, who doesn't get a hole like last time and picks up a few yards on the play. 2nd and roughly 7 on the 41-yard line. Yep, pick up a 3. 2nd and 7.
Yeah, a quick little discussion coming from the Wolves, see what they need to do here as a team to keep it going, find those 7 yards, bring them back up.
Yeah, we'll see if they throw the ball a little bit here. Once again, out of the shotgun, they're going to give it to the man in motion, number 19. That is Kai Teschen, who picks up a few yards on the play, makes it 3rd and 5, roughly, at the 44-yard line. So that's going to be 3rd and 6, or 3rd and 5, yeah.
Yeah, a gain of 2 yards, not much, but we'll see what they can find here in their 3rd down. We got the crowds of the Knights just stomping their feet, trying to distract these men on the field. Let's see if the Wolves can overcome that.
Yeah, absolutely. They're doing everything they can, but We'll see what how the Wolves respond. They motion number 8, and that's who they're going to go to. And that is a Easton Connor who does not pick up the first down. And once again, we'll see the punt unit run onto the field. So slow start to the second half, but we'll see how the Knights respond. The Knights defense once again holds up pretty well there. And Sanchez back to receive. Oh, that could, we'll see if they call this a false start. I'm gonna guess we're gonna see a false start. Yep, false start. That's gonna move him back just a little bit. It's okay though. It's good for the night. Good for the Knights. It's gonna help them out, make the field position a little better. We'll see if Sanchez can actually field this ball. And actually, it looks like Sanchez, yeah, he's still the returner. And the kick is up. It's a pretty good punt, actually. It's going to go out of bounds, though. See where they rule that. And a flag comes in at the end of the play there. We'll see what they saw. Ball goes out at the 35-yard line. So that is where the Knights will resume possession.
Yeah, we saw that flag being thrown.
Still really no indication of what this penalty is.
Saw a little altercation between both teams down around that 40. We'll see what they decide to call.
It looks like they're going to call a holding on the receiving team, so that's going to move them back a little bit. So now, instead of starting at the 35, they're going to be moved back to the 15-yard line, not what you like to see. Actually, correction, the 20-yard line. So, yeah, we'll see how the Knights respond after the good stand by the defense there. I'm assuming we'll see maybe a target to Sanchez. Probably a little bit of the run, too, to Sasso. And they motion a man. Sasso is going to end up with it. I believe that's Sasso, who picks up 4 or 5 yards on the play. Not a bad start to the drive. And that was actually not Sasso. I'm not quite sure who that was. And there's a man down on the field for an injury. So unfortunate to see there for the Knights. And we're actually going to go to a commercial for this injury, and we'll rejoin you very shortly once play resumes. And yeah, we'll take you to commercial real quick, and then we'll be back in just a short little bit.
Hi,
Hello everybody, my name is Antonio Gutierrez, and I'll be interning with the Varsity Sports Show this upcoming fall semester with the broadcast team.
One-stop source for all your
Rising
automotive
junior at the Arizona State University,
parts, supplies, and equipment. They're family-owned and have been the Valley's go-to for all your auto AC needs since 1982. Whether it's for your everyday or vintage car, commercial, or off-road vehicle or equipment, APAC has you covered. Call APAC, AA-PAK, the AC experts at 602-254-1116 and ask for the Varsity Special to get 10% off your purchase.
All right, and we are back. Play resumes. It was number 4 who got hurt, Ian Mazon, but he got up, walked off on his own will, so hopefully he'll be okay. They motion number 8, hands it to number 15, that's Soso, who picks up maybe a yard on the play. We're looking at like a 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6.
Tackled by Kaika Solomon.
Yeah, a little slower start to this third quarter. Got 3.5 minutes left. 3rd and 6, ball on the 24. Let's see if the Knights can pull a throwing.
Yeah, we'll see if they go to the air here. I think that's probably their safest bet. The Wolves' defense against the run has been pretty stout, but in the air, we've seen some big plays be given up. So we'll see if they maybe look for a guy over in the middle, maybe a slant route. And once again, out of the shotgun, running back to the quarterback's right. And there's a flag that flies. And we'll see what they give them. It looks like it's going to be a delay of game, unfortunate. That's a pretty big mistake there. Now it's going to go from a very manageable 3rd and 6 to a tough 3rd and 11 here. Not ideal for the Knights, but we know they have guys, so we'll see if they look to find maybe Sanchez or something. One of their guys, maybe 88 too. Spendlove, he's been pretty good. Big body out there, easy target. But here we go. Out of the shotgun once again. Motions Sanchez, who they are going to look to throw. Quarterback moves up in the pocket. Great play by the quarterback. And he finds his man, number 14, who's just going to go. 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Huge play there. Just totally changes the whole feeling of the game. That's just so huge for the Knights. The fans are absolutely livid. And he finds number 14, who is Dalton Speaks. Abigail, what did you think of that play?
That was huge. You see the plays before, just little yardage, and then being pushed back and going all the way to catch this touchdown. This is exactly what they needed.
No, absolutely. That was just a great play by Heinrich, being able to feel the defense coming, moving up in the pocket, finding his man wide open, and now they kick it, and the kick is blocked, but they're gonna call it not just a bad kick, so that's just gonna be a unfortunate missed extra point once again. Not a great kick by the kicker, but 19-9, up by 10, can't complain.
Great comeback from the couple plays we saw them earlier. So
yeah, that was a pretty electric play there by the college prep Knights, who are making a statement. I mean, after being in 4A last year, they're proving that they were ready for 5A. I mean, they're facing a good Wolves team that had a good record last year, did pretty good in their first game, and they've looked kind of rough tonight. The Knights have looked super solid, especially for a team just moving up from 4A, given they were a championship team, but they didn't win, unfortunately. And now back to receive are the Wolves. And we'll see if they can respond here. They're going to need a response before this game starts getting a little out of hands. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. And it's fielded at the 10. And he's got a huge hole up the middle at the 40. Makes it all the way to the 46-yard line. Great run there by number 8. That is a Easton Connor, who we've seen a lot of him tonight. He's had a touchdown last game, and he hasn't had a bad game at all tonight.
Yeah, those are 2 big plays we just saw back-to-back on both offensive sides. As the Wolves come up, hopefully to add to their score, down by 10.
We'll see how the Knights defense responds. If the Knights defense can hold them here, game's going to start to get a little scarier for the Wolves. I'd love to see him go to the air a little bit more, but they're going to give it to Craddy, which I don't blame them. He's obviously their top guy. And he picks up about 4 on the play. Good run, good start. 2nd and 6, can't complain. Moves it up to about the 49-yard line.
For sure, they're just going to creep it up a little bit more and then see if they take it in the air.
Yeah, we'll see. Right now, we've got Garduno all by himself, but we'll see if they motion someone. There's been a lot of motion tonight. And he's actually going to stay in the backfield by himself. There's a flag that flies, finds his man, number 19. That is Kai Teschen. But we'll see how this play holds up with the flag on the field. And it looks like the flag is going to be a false start. So that is not what you're, it's actually an illegal formation is what they call it. And that's not ideal for the Wolves, who are just looking for a little momentum, finally got a little, and then ends up shooting themselves right in the foot. Right back to further than they started. Looking at a 2nd and 11 here at the 44-yard line.
Absolutely, we saw that O-line just lined all the way up, and with that flag being thrown, they're going to change their positions right here.
Yeah, and once again we see Garduno all by himself in the backfield. Looks like he'll probably throw here, and he is. He's going to find his man, stay in the pocket, finds his man, who takes a huge hit there. We'll hope everyone's okay. Looks like the defensive guy's a little slow to get up on that one, but...
Yeah, that was a hard hit by number 0, Daniel Valdez.
Yeah, great pickup though there. Able to move the chains. 1st and 10 now, up at the 42-yard line of the Knights. The Wolves are driving, and that's what you like to see if you're a Wolves fan. And once again, I get Garduno all by himself in the pocket. Just very calm, very poised, finds his man. Number,
looks like it's number 80.
Who is Kai Hasenjager.
That freshman, we've seen him a couple times today. He's big when we need him to be. Absolutely.
Yeah. He seems to be a star. I mean, when you see a freshman out there competing on varsity, you know he's doing something right.
With the great team of the Wolves, too.
Yeah, the Wolves are a very competitive team, so to be a freshman on varsity, you can't complain. Once again, out of the shotgun, Garduno steps up in the pocket. He doesn't really have anywhere to go, and he's wrapped up. And he actually ends up losing quite a few yards there. Moves it back to about a 3rd and 8, I would guess. Actually, maybe more like a 3rd and 7. Not terrible. We'll see if they go back to the air once again. It seems like they've kind of abandoned the run game. But that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. So.
All right, we got one last quarter. We have the score of 19 Knights and 9 as the Wolves. Let's see what happens with this last 12 minutes the boys have.
And we'll rejoin you guys very shortly. We're going to go to a quick little commercial, and then we'll be right back. Actually, we're going to, instead of going to commercial, we're going to drop you down to our sideline reporter in just a second. She's just getting ready. But so far, pretty good game, tightly contested. The Wolves are looking like they're gaining a little momentum, and now we're going to drop it down to our sideline reporter, Riley, for a little more on the game.
Varsity Sports reporting here at Arizona College Prep High School, where we just finished the 3rd quarter. The current score is 19-9 with the Knights in the lead, and junior Dalton Speaks just scored a touchdown, bringing us up. We're excited for the 4th quarter coming up. This is Riley Harmon for Varsity Sports.
All right, folks, welcome back. Start of the 4th quarter, 19-9, Knights ahead. Wolves are driving, though, looking at a 3rd and 7, so this is going to be a huge play, or huge down here for the Knights defense, who will be looking for a big stop here.
Yeah, let's see what big play they have in store. See if they can find themselves to a 1st down, hold on to the ball.
Yeah, we'll see. Number 13, we got Garduno once again with Pratty next to him, and he's gonna pitch it. That was a cool little play. Finds number 4, but just nowhere to go. Great stand by the Knights defense there.
Yeah, that was a little toss to number 4, Mazan.
Yeah, a little misdirection there. Tricked me a little bit, but the Knights defense was not fooled. And now I assume we'll see the punting unit come out. This is a pretty long kick. It would be like roughly 49 yards. I don't know if we're going to see any of that tonight. And that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to punt it. Unfortunate break there for the Wolves, who looked like they were gaining a little momentum and then end up hurting themselves a little bit. A few bad plays, a few miscommunications, and now looking to punt it away. Good punt, little high. It's going to take an favorable-ish bounce, moves to about the 12 to 15 yard line, and that is where the Knights will start. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, the Knights are for sure going to try to expand their lead against the Wolves. Like before this game, we've seen really good offense. Do a little plays in the first, and then right when they need that extra push for that 1st and 10, they find it in the air and they go long. So let's see what they can pull out this time when they are on their offense.
Yeah, we'll see what they can pull out. I mean, they've seemed to really like the air game, so we'll see if they stick with that. Heinrich's been pretty accurate tonight.
I've noticed both teams love using the air as well, too.
No, for sure. It started as a little bit of a run game, but a lot of air game in the recent past few quarters. And they are going to hand it off to start the drive. I like that. Unfortunately, not a lot of room to move. The Wolves swarmed that run pretty quick. And now looking at a 2nd and 10. No gain on the play.
Yeah, no gain by that catch from Sasso. Just a couple of those times where there's that defense is just going to find you right at that perfect spot.
Yeah, that defense seems to be swarming the run. That's maybe why we've seen a lot of throwing tonight. And it looks like they're going to go to the air this play. Heinrich lined up by himself in the backfield. We'll see what happens. A little motion's number 2. Throws it deep downfield. He's got his man number 3. Oh, and that's going to be pass interference. That's a huge penalty right there. Lucky that it's not the NFL, because we'd be looking at a huge gain to about the 39 and 38. Instead, moves the chains 15 yards. Still pretty big there for the Knights.
Yeah, that was going to be caught by number 3, Brady Barkdahl, but with the call against him, not on him, but we see the Knights get an extra 15 yards.
Oh, and they actually called an illegal shift, which is very interesting given that the ref signaled pass interference, but
not what we thought.
Not what I was
at
expecting.
All.
And instead of moving the ball 15 yards down the field, they're actually going to move the ball back. 2nd and 10, replay of downs. We will see how the Knights respond. I assume they'll probably go back to the air again. They've had great success so far. But he's trying to motion Sasso, moves to his right. And he is going to throw it. He drops back. Rush comes through. It's a little screen pass. Picked up by number 15, I believe. And a great run there. And that was actually Samuel, number.
Yeah, picked up by 88, Austin Spenlove. Just jumping through all those people and just couldn't make that last one.
Yeah, unfortunate, but picks up the 1st down, can't complain. Moves the ball up to the 34-yard line of the Knights.
Yeah, keeping a hold of this ball, running it down the field, see if the Wolves can stop with their defense.
Yeah, the Wolves' defense has been pretty stout against the run, but they've struggled against the air. We'll see if they can maybe lock in a little bit and get some defensive shutdowns. But they're going to give it to their running back, Sasso. I may have seen a flag fly. Sasso picks up about 3 yards on the play. We'll see if there's I can't tell if there's a flag on the play or not. There is, and it looks like they're going to call a false start. So unfortunate mistake there. Repeat first down, but it's going to move him back a little bit. Move him back 5 yards.
Yeah, moving that to 1st and 15. Ball on the 29. This in the past is where we've seen the Knights throw really long in the air. Let's see what they come up with on this pass.
That's absolutely right. We'll see if they go back to the air here. 1st and 15. It is a good opportunity to run the ball, but once again, the Wolves defense has been pretty good against the run. I think the air is definitely the safe play, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Tons of time, but the rush comes through. Heinrich rolls out. He's got his man Sanchez. Oh, and it's caught. It's caught at the 36-yard line by Sanchez, and he just finds his number 1. And that's exactly what you look for. A great move there by Heinrich, just moving out of the pocket, buying some time, finding his man downfield. And there's a flag on the play. We will see what this is. Maybe it's holding on the Wolves. So that is going to be declined and no real change. It's still a huge pickup there by Sanchez. So now opens them up a little bit, not as long of a position. 1st and 10. Wouldn't be surprised if we see them try to establish a little bit of their run game once again.
Yeah, this was a big move by the Knights, getting themselves a little bit closer for another touchdown.
Yeah, once again, the Knights' air raid it's firing on all cylinders tonight, but out of the shotgun, motions his man Sosa out to the right, and Heinrich escapes, nearly sacked. He's got a man, and that might be pass interference, and that is exactly what it's called.
I just saw 2 flags thrown.
I mean, that's what you expect when you see your receiver get absolutely tackled by the defense in the end zone, and that's going to be, but there's a penalty against the Knights as well, so that's going to be offsetting penalties. No consequence, no gain, repeat first downs.
Crystal Mulberg, you have won the game night.
It's been a wild night. A lot of penalties. Penalties have been a big story tonight. A lot of big plays taken away. Once again, second time we've seen a pass interference get taken away because of an offsetting penalty. So we'll see if how they respond. Still 1st and 10. Heinrich gets rushed bad, and the defense comes through quick. Sacked by number 5 there. That is Ryan McDonough, who's also doubles as their wide receiver, but in that play, he's actually a defensive back. Comes through, little safety blitz type of play there, and it works out, pays off. Now that's a 10-yard loss, 2nd and 20. Knights will have a little bit of work to recover here.
Yeah, this was a big defensive move by the Wolves. Push them back, 2nd and 20.
See, this is where I see them targeting a guy like Sanchez once again. They bring a running back. They bring also out to the side of Heinrich, but we got a timeout on the field. The Wolves did not like what they were seeing and elected to take the timeout there, so a little bit of time to just take a little breather, reconvene.
Yeah, this is a good time for them to take a timeout, talk about what is going on the field. That big sack was really good for them, but to see what they could do to push this game back, get the ball back in their hands. With 8 minutes left on the game and down by 10, they've had a lot of game to come back up.
Yeah, still 8 minutes on the clock. Game's not out of hand, but if the Knights are able to score here, it starts to get a little scary for the Wolves. down 10 right now. Even just a field goal would make it nearly a 2-possession game, but a touchdown would really deflate the hopes of the Wolves too.
Yeah, and with this Knights being their home game, would love to take another win in their win
start
column.
out undefeated at home as
Absolutely.
well. I mean, look, you can't complain if you're a fan, can't complain if you're the team. 2-0, win at home.
Yeah, and the fans are still here. We got the student section, we got the band, we have the parents, everybody watching. Even though there's 8 minutes, it's still anybody's game.
That's absolutely right. Still anybody's game. We'll see if the Wolves are going to need some defense here. If the Knights score, as I said, it could be getting a little rough, and they're going to give it to Soso, who doesn't really get very far. I actually think he lost a yard or two on that play. Unfortunate for Soso and the Knights, but
yeah, taken down quickly by the Wolves defense.
Still up, still leading, but 3rd and 21 is not ideal. I'm assuming we'll see probably about 4 vertical routes here, all going deep. I mean, at least 20-plus yards downfield. We'll see.
Yeah, a lot of ground to find for these Knights.
Yeah, definitely. Still a lot of ground to cover. So we'll see. I'm assuming we'll probably see them look for one of their big guys out there. Once again, out of the shotgun, running back to his left, motions Sanchez, and there's a flag that flies. This may be a false start, but it's also a sack, so it's not really going to matter. That's number 11 coming in there for the sack. That's Brody Morrison. Great play there. Looking like Micah Parsons in Dallas. That number 11 got right through, gave the quarterback some work. And I'm assuming this flag is going to be, yeah, it was a false start, penalty decline. 4th and 25, I'm assuming at least. Actually, 4th and 21. They're going to elect to punt, as you'd expect. And
yeah, we got kicker number 23, Hudson Fowler, coming out.
Absolutely. Now we're just, that was a huge stop there for the Wolves. So now the offense needs to come up, step up a little bit, come out, step up, and get some points on the board here and make this game a little more manageable. Nearly blocked on the punt. Not a great punt, but he did have to get it out, and it's going to roll up to the 30-yard line, and that is where we will see the Wolves regain possession, and we'll see if Garduno can turn up a little bit, get his team moving.
Yeah, we got 6.5 minutes left on this field. Still a lot of game time left. Again, him and his team are down by 10. He's been a little quiet this game. Let's see if he can either get some good plays in, throw that ball in the air, get it in that end zone.
Yeah, I mean, if I was the Wolves right now, I'd probably be looking to throw the ball quite a bit. Not a lot of time, 6 minutes and 30, there's still time, yep, and that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna throw it, tons of time. Garduno throws to number 10, and it is picked off. Not a great throw there. Picked off by number 36, that is, oh, and there's a little bit of a scuffle that starts after that. I understand, tensions are high. Looking for a big play there, and it ends up costing them.
Yeah, not a shove was thrown by number 10, just Isaiah Justice from the Wolves.
Unfortunate turn there for the Wolves, who started to get a little bit of life, and then first play, that's going to be pretty demoralizing. That defense is going to be worked too. Literally just got off the field after a good stand, and once again, right back on the field looking to make another stop, and we'll probably see the Knights just try to work the clock a little bit here. I mean, if I were them, I'm probably running the ball for the most part here, trying to let the clock wind down. The refs are still trying to figure out what went down there. We'll definitely be seeing a personal foul for some extracurricular that occurred after that interception there.
Yeah, the refs are taking their time, making their correct decisions, making sure to see if they saw the play completely, absolutely, and going from there. We have the Knights all out on the field.
Yeah, the Knights defense is ready. Once again, that'll be a pretty big drive here. They're gonna need a stop or else the game's probably gonna be close to over. And it looks like they called a penalty on the Knights, I wanna say. But actually on Desert Mountain. And that's gonna only hurt their case. Now the Knights are gonna regain the ball at an even better position than where they picked it off at. So we'll see if the Knights can go down and put a little dagger to the heart.
Yeah, a little delay in game. Now we're back, seeing what the Knights can do now that they're back on offense.
All right, first down and 10 at the 35. Knights motion number 4. Steps back, finds his man number 3 on the outside. Who's actually, oh, and he breaks off the tackle. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, and that might just be the end. That just might be the dagger.
That was a huge play by Brady Barkdahl.
Huge play by Brady Barkdahl. I mean, he went from a loss of probably about a 2-yard loss, breaks the tackle, and ends up taking it all the way for a huge Knights touchdown to really just ice the game a little bit.
Yeah, that's the...
Oh, there's actually a flag on the play. So, and it's gonna be against the Knights. Wow. That is absolutely game-changing. Takes away the touchdown. And they'll regain the ball, but not what you wanted to see after a huge play there. And that's what the Wolves were hoping for. I mean, gives them a little breath of life, but still not ideal. That's still a lot of momentum there for the Knights, but
yeah, these Knights fans are not happy here, taking it back to where they had it last.
Yeah,
with that flag on the play, that
was a huge call there. Negates about like a 60-yard touchdown, and now goes back to where they started and actually 5 yards behind that to 1st and 15.
6:09 on the clock. See if they can.
Oh. We lost everything. Hello. Okay, we might be back. Sorry, folks. We had a little technical difficulty there, but we are back. For some reason, our mics went out. Just a little run there by. Sorry, I'm blinking on the name right now. Not a great pickup there. Actually, a loss of 4 on the play there. That Wolves defense has been pretty good against the run, as I've been saying for a while, but now passing situation, we'll see. I mean, this has been where the Wolves have struggled. They've been giving up some big plays, and I can't. But yeah, we'll see what Heinrich has here. He's been throwing some dots tonight. Rolls out to the pocket, finds his man Sanchez, but incomplete. The defensive back was all over him. Good coverage there by number 7. That's Hassan Smith. Great play there. Great defense. As I was saying, the Wolves have really needed someone to step up on defense in the passing game, but they were able to shut that play down. Fortunately, we're still struggling with some technical difficulties, folks, so Abigail is out of commission for 2 seconds, but 3rd and 19 at the 26-yard line. This is going to be this could be a huge stop here for the Wolves, for the Wolves who need some life here, especially after struggling on offense. And they find their man Soso, who breaks a pretty good one, picks up like 9, but given that it was a 3rd and 19 there, it's not very helpful. So the punting team will regain the field, and the Wolves will have a little bit of life, and we'll see if they can step up and make a play here. What would be huge would be a return. If he could return it here, it would be pretty game-changing. We've got not a great punt there, fielded by the Wolves, number 80, I want to say. And yeah, number 80, that is Kai Hassenjaeger, who we've seen some of him tonight. He's been pretty solid. Now it's time for the Wolves defense to step up. They need some big plays here if they're gonna put themselves back in the game. And once again, we see Garduno regain the field with his running back Craddy next to him on the left. We'll see if they go to the air here. They motion Craddy. He's got his man Craddy just on the side, just a drop off, and it goes through it. Good throw there. Goes through the hands of his receiver Kai Teshin, but not a bad play there. Unfortunate drop when the Wolves need anything to go right, and everything's going wrong. But we'll see if they go back to the air here. 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line. It's going to be this is a big drive. 4 minutes and 20 seconds roughly left on the clock. Once again, Garduno steps back in the pocket. A lot of time. Finds his man 4. That's going to be Ian Mazan. Over the middle, picks up maybe a yard or 2. Not a great pickup there, but enough to keep the chains moving. And flag on the play there. It looks like it's going to be a false start, and once again, the Wolves just cannot catch a break. They end up losing 5 yards there. Now it's going to be 3rd and 13 is what they're saying. And at the 37-yard line, once again, they're going to need a huge play here by Garduno. I would expect him to look for one of his top receivers, and he is going to throw. He has his man. Finds his man. Going to be like a yard short there. He finds number 9. That is Davian Whitner, who's had a good name. And correction, sorry, Davian Whitner. And he stepped up pretty huge tonight.
All right, I'm back. Little technical difficulties.
But we're rejoined by Abigail.
We're here.
And
we got the crowd really engaged
right now. Huge 4th and 2. This is basically game if the Knights don't get it. And they go with the quarterback run, rolls out, finds his man 80, who picks up the first down, but there's a flag on the play. Finds Kai Hassenjaeger, but we'll see if this stands. This might be another false start. But again, it's still 4 down territory, so no matter what, I think we'll see them go for it here, Abigail.
Yeah, 4 and 2. I mean, you're up by 10, but what's wrong with adding more?
Right? Unfortunately for the Wolves. Oh, and actually they're going to move the chains. So it's actually not against the Wolves. It's against the Knights. The fans are displeased, but I know that the Wolves, they just got a little breath, feeling a little better about themselves, moving the ball. 3 minutes and 35 seconds. So they're going to need to put it in pretty quickly here and play some good defense.
That was my bad. The Wolves were on offense. They'll do anything to get some points here.
Yep, Craddy motions out of the left. Quarterback has a lot of time there, finds his man. That's what you expect when you give him that much time. And then he hits number 10 there. That is Isaiah Justice, who we haven't heard too much of tonight, but he's one of their playmakers. So we'll see if they come back to him maybe. Once again, back in the pocket. He tries to step up. He's scrambling. The pressure is there. Great block by that offensive lineman, but I don't know what they called there. Picks up the first down, but we'll see if it stays.
Yeah, we got that flag on the play. Was able to avoid getting sacked. Let's see if that.
Yeah, Garduno been making some plays. I've loved his pocket presence. Able to assess when the defense is getting close, move around, finds his man. Unfortunately, I think they're going to call a hold here or maybe an illegal block of some sort. Unfortunate for the, yeah, they called a blindside block. Unfortunate there for the Wolves, who once again start to gain a little momentum and then end up having just some very unfortunate circumstances. And now goes from a 2nd and 5 all the way back up to the 38-yard line, looking at now a 2nd down and roughly 19. Yeah, it's 2nd and 20. And they motion Craddy. Garduno looks for his man down the field, just a little too floated. He was looking for number 80 there. That's Kai Hassenjaeger. Unfortunately, just a little out of his reach.
Yeah, I wasn't able to complete it. You have a lot of yard to get with that 3rd and now 20. Hoping to help out a little bit in that last play. Couldn't get it. Let's see what they can come up on this 3rd down as the Knights crowd is ringing their cowbells, trying to distract.
Yeah, absolutely, Abigail. Huge 3rd and 20 here. If I'm the Knights, or if I'm the Wolves, I'm maybe not going for 20 yards here. It's definitely 4 down territory. What do you have to lose? Just pick up some yards, make it a shorter one, and that's exactly what they're going to do. They find their man, number 9, who rolls off of some tackles and actually ends up picking up about 16. That's Davian Whitner again, who he's played a huge role tonight for the Wolves. Just not quite enough for the 1st down, but that's exactly what you're looking for. Shortens it down, 4th down, roughly 4 yards, so only need a little bit here. Looking for his man number 80, and he does. He finds Hassenjaeger. Once again, looking for his man Hassenjaeger, finds him this time, and picks up the 1st down. That's a huge, huge, huge move of the chains right there for the Wolves.
Yeah, they've quickly trying to get back to that ball. Time has stopped, but the past couple times they quickly rush into it, continue their play with 2 minutes, 8 seconds, about to get that 2-minute warning coming up soon. Let's see if the Wolves can finish out this play.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Not a lot of time to play with. It looks like we're going to get a timeout. Timeout by the Knights.
I believe they're using their first timeout of the quarter. Talking a little bit, seeing what they need to do in these 2 minutes.
And we're going to let you guys. Okay. Yeah, we're going to keep it rolling here. 2 minutes and 8 seconds left. Knights are going to need to get one in here quick, and then it's really just going to be, the Wolves, sorry, are going to have to get one in here quick and then they're really going to have to rely on that defense to get a quick stop, and then it's just going to be kind of a long shot miracle, but I've seen crazier happen. So.
Absolutely. Getting this touchdown here. Could they go for the 2, earn a little bit more, then try to get that ball back? We'll see what the Wolves have in store. They need to get a touchdown first. Let's see if we can watch that happen.
Yeah, a little break there if the timeout. Enough time for them to cook up a little play. So we'll see what they cooked up. Once again, Garduño in the backfield. Craddy to his left. Motions Craddy to the right. And he's looking for his man up the middle. He leads him just a little bit too much. Kind of a risky throw there, but don't hate it. Unfortunate incomplete there. 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Yeah, couldn't make that catch by Kai Hassan Yeager, that freshman that we've been talking about. But
yeah.
We got another chance.
Hassan Yeager's been a big target for them tonight. Seems to be their go-to man, and we'll see if they go back to him here. He's on the left. He's looking for him, and he is going to loft it to him, and he comes up with the catch. Huge touchdown for the Wolves. That's exactly what they needed right now. A little bit of momentum. We'll see if they can get this. We'll see if they go for 2 here. It looks like they're going to bring the kicking team on. And then we'll see how that defense, if they can step up and maybe give the Wolves a little chance here.
Yeah, we see number 30 on the Wolves, Cohen Bradley, getting ready to kick. See if he can make this a field goal game.
Yeah, absolutely. This would be a pretty big kick right here. It would put him to, yeah, exactly as you said, a field goal. A 3-point game. That's what you want to see if you're the Wolves with a little time left. And once again, a botched snap, not able to place it in time. The defense gets through, and the kick is just no chance.
Not what the Wolves.
Not good for the Wolves. Now they're going to have to get a quick stop and a touchdown if they want a chance of this game. But if I'm a Knights fan, I'm feeling good. Move up from 4A. Don't really know what to expect. First game, blowout. They did really good. Second game, they've been ahead pretty much the whole game. And not a lot to complain about. I mean, just some little mistakes here and there, but no real big bad plays and no real true mistakes.
Yeah, the Wolves didn't hand it over to them. They've made the Knights work for it, and coming up on 19 Knights and 15 Wolves. It's been a good game. Hard game to be against, but that's what you want to see on these Friday nights.
Yeah, and number 9, Kyle Poole out to receive the kick here. It looks like they are going to go for an onside kick here, so we'll see how that goes. And it might have worked, but nope, recovered by the Knights. That's a huge recovery there. It's exactly what they need. Minute 55. Now if I'm the Knights, I'm just going to try to look to run the clock out a little bit.
Absolutely. You got
Sasso a lot.
1:55 on the clock left, just under that 2 minutes. Running the clock is really the play here.
No, absolutely, Abigail. I think if I were their coach, I'm definitely looking to run the clock. I think that's exactly what the Wolves expected, though. I think that's why they kind of went out with that Hail Mary there, trying to kick an onside. Not very successful, as it usually is, but I like the thought. We know that Sasso's been pretty good, so we'll see if he can just pick up the first and let it run. Player of the game tonight, though, I'd have to say, I think Heinrich's been pretty great tonight, but here we go. This is going to be a big defensive stand here for the Wolves, and once again, the Wolves have been pretty stout against the run. No pickup really there. They may have actually lost yardage on that play.
They're really trying to push him back there.
And, yeah, but exactly as we expected, the Knights are going to run it, but the Wolves are going to do what they have to do, take a timeout here. Their really only hope is that they hold them to a 3-and-out here. If there's a first down on the play, things are going to get a little rough, and I think that might be the end of the game. The refs are just talking. Timeout on the field.
Yeah, we have both sides talking, seeing what they want to do here. 2nd and 10, ball on the 47 for the Knights.
And here they come. Back onto the field once again. I think, yep, the Wolves have one more timeout. So we'll probably see a run here, probably see the last timeout come out. And then it's really just going to be about not letting them get the first down here. If they pick up the first down, as I said, probably going to be the end of the game. And with one timeout left, no more ability to stop the clock after that. They're going to be looking, best case, Wolves will have about a minute left. And in the pistol, he gives it to his running back as we expect. And nowhere to go. Once again, as I said, the defense has been good against the run, but again, they're going to have to use that last time out, and now is when it really is going to matter.
Yeah, that was number 15, Sasso. Couldn't get many yards on that one before being stopped by that Wolves defense.
Yeah, it's been not the greatest night for the running game, but the passing game has looked stellar tonight for the Knights. A lot of good takeaways for the Knights. The Wolves, they've turned it around a little bit. There's been some struggles. Quarterback play hasn't always been the best tonight, but I don't think they can be angry at themselves even if they do end up losing this game. Away game, tough opponent, like a team that was in the championship last year. I mean, you can't be mad. Some takeaways for sure. Both teams need to clean it up a little bit for next game. A lot of penalties, a lot of pre-snap penalties we've seen.
For sure. Both of these teams came out and played both on offense and defense. Good defense on both sides, stopping the ball, getting those offensive player downs, and on offense just really catching the ball when it was really needed to be caught.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of big plays, some huge catches we've seen tonight. Some very timely plays, and we'll see if they probably go back to, they are going to go for the throw. This would be the icing if they get it. And he's going to come up just short. Good play, though. I like that. Safe play, the screen, an opportunity where you could easily pick up the first down, especially with how good the run defense has been. But it keeps the clock moving, easy just completion. And now the clock's going to wind. And as I said, the Wolves are possibly looking at getting the ball back, but not with a lot of time. And it looks like the Knights might play it bold here and go for it on 4th and 2. I don't hate it, but it actually looks like they might be coming off the field. Maybe looking to take a timeout here.
They're taking their sweet time. We got 59 seconds and counting.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to take a timeout, just waiting to run the clock down to the very last second. And that's exactly what they're going to do.
Absolutely. And I
52
think that is their
seconds. That's
last
what the Wolves are going to have.
Timeout they have.
Yeah, that's well, that timeout was actually by the Knights, so the Knights are just going to run the clock down as low as they can get it, and now they're going to probably punt it, and the Wolves are going to have 52 seconds roughly, probably once after the kick, maybe closer to 45 seconds to put the ball in the end zone.
Absolutely, and anything is possible. We've seen really good offense on the Wolves, so seeing if they can get it in the air and taking it all the way down, we'll see what happens. We got the Wolves coming back onto the field, ready to finish out this 4th and 2 play. Ball on the 45. We got the Knights still huddling around, making those last couple comments, making their way back onto the field. 52 seconds left of this game on Friday, September 5th.
Pretty nice night, great weather. Can't really ask for more. It wasn't windy. And here we go. They actually are going to go for it. This is a very bold play. We'll see if they go up for the run here with Sasso. Maybe they're just trying to draw them off sides, though, here. We'll see. Maybe they'll just take the delay a game here. That's exactly what it looks like they're going to do. Just trying to draw them off sides. But the Wolves knew to watch for that, not even budging. I haven't seen a tiny bit of movement from the Wolves yet. And the game clock's got to be running down, and there it is, delay of game. Move them back 5 yards, and they'll be punting from about the 48-yard line of their own, of the Knights. And we'll see what the Wolves have in store if they can pull off the miracle. Abigail, wouldn't that be insane?
That would be crazy. I would love to see it happen. I would love to see the Wolves just completely come back. Again, like I've said, like both of these teams have come out, but let's see what the Wolves have right here with 52 seconds left on the clock.
And here we go. Punt is up in the air. It's not a great punt. We'll see. He's fielded. That's a good field. That's a good field. And that is number 80 there. That is Kai Hossenjager, who they seem to rely on a lot for those kick returns tonight. And here we go. This is it. Time for the Wolves to make their mark and hopefully maybe pull off a crazy miracle. But
that would be pretty cool to say.
It would be pretty cool. But,
start the weekend off on a win, or on a crazy win if the Wolves can pull it off. If not, the Knights have their first home game win.
And I'm sure the fans and the players will be pretty happy. It's definitely a tough game. Both teams very competitive. So, I mean, can't be mad either way, but you definitely don't want to lose on something like this. This should be light work, but as you'd expect, he's going to throw it, and it's intercepted once again. Number
25.
Huge play there by Tyson Cheatham. And that is going to be the end of the game.
That is not what the Wolves had in mind, not what we were talking about, but that interception by the Knights really just closed this game out.
And I know the Knights will be feeling good about themselves after tonight. Both their offense and their defense have just looked pretty stellar. The only real things, just a few little minor flags here and there, but no real mistakes tonight by the Knights, and they're proving why they moved up to 5A this year.
Absolutely. Great way to start the weekend for these Knights, and finish out a first home game win. The audience is just eager, standing on their feet, ready to close out this game in 38 seconds.
Absolutely right, and here we go. Victory formation. I'm wondering if we'll just see a quarterback knee here, and that's exactly what we're going to see. And that is going to pretty much do it. There may be one more play, but I think that's actually going to be the end of the game.
Now they're shaking hands. It looks like they're letting that game clock drop to the end, and the Knights have won over the Wolves 19-15. That great interception by Tyson Cheatham to just finish out the game. Definitely highlights on that.
Yeah, unfortunate night there for the Wolves, but they did end up making it close there at the end. The Knights, though, the fans are excited, the players are excited, looking good. What a night! Overall, just a great game. What you love to see, real football, close game.
Great sportsmanship. High-fiving, leaving after this game. We know the Knights are going to go into their corner and celebrate. great way to start off the weekend.
Yeah, it's a great way to start off the weekend. I mean, if I were a fan, I would be pretty excited right now. If I was a player, I know I'd be excited right now.
Yeah, both teams really came out here. It was only a 4-point game. Yeah.
All right, and that is going to be the end of our coverage for tonight. It was a pleasure having you folks. Great game. 19-15, Knights win it, and we'll catch you guys next week.
Yeah, thanks for sticking around. If you start off kickoff with us, you guys have a great rest of your night. I'm Abigail Hardy.
For Varsity